Oi. On today's episode, how Australia mistreats children of immigrants, from school to the law enforcement to the government to the media and to the normal everyday average people, businesses. First of all, I think I moved to Australia when I was like 10 years old, 2008. I think, yes. I moved to Australia 2008. Where I was coming from Kenya. In Kenya, they don't even know Australia exists, bro. We thought we were going to America. I thought I was going to America. Never heard of Australia, bro. Never heard of Australia. When I came here, bro, everything was beautiful. I lived in Melbourne for like 2 weeks, and then my uncle had the great idea because he moved here before us in like 2002 of moving us to a countryside. Bro, I fell in love with the countryside. I loved the countryside. So, to somebody, the countryside is like the better version, bro, than if you grew up in city areas or suburbs. You get me? Because the country is more like together. So I was not mistreated as much as some people would be. And if you have a different experience, I'm not here to invalidate yours. It's just my experience may be a bit linear, much better than some other immigrants' kids. I actually had it less tough, to be honest with you, so I can't complain. When I do later episodes of like racism in Australia, I can't. My perspective will be different to other people, and that's not to invalidate them again. That's just to say I may have had less bad experience in Australia. I've actually had amazing experience, and so whenever I make a video about Australia, I want to make sure that I am not bitching. I am not complaining. I have no complaint. It's just that I gotta call some things for what they are, and just for you to see the world through my eyes, and as an immigrant and how I grew up there. So how does Australia mistreats kids or children of immigrants? First of all, the school is what I'm going to tackle first. In schools, most of our, not all, a lot of Nigerians are actually very educated, but most African countries, our parents, bro, lived in huts and you know villages, and they're very illiterate, and some of these teachers knew, and so the teachers will literally bully you on purpose. This is serious, bro. And they know that your parents are gonna be on their side, on his side or her side, on the teacher's side. And so the Aussie kids, when I say Aussie, I would, let's just say, though, Anglo-Saxons, the white boys, the skippers. That's racist. We used to call each other racist stuff, bro. Harden the fuck up. The kids these days, your guys are weird. I think everybody should be a little bit racist. It makes life interesting. But yes, I am talking about it. But yes, this is what made life interesting, to be honest with you, is that the teachers were like ultra, bro. It's like they understood the mindset of an African parent, and how they understand school. And bro, put it this way: when I was a kid, right, like 7 in Kenya, the car tire, they used to rip the car tire, strip it apart into like little piece and into little pieces, right? And stick them together, wrap them together. And there will be a guy at the gate. This is if you're late. There'll be a guy at the gate, bro. We were children, brother, like 6, 7 years old. So I'm not complaining. These teachers in Australia, just being a little bit prejudiced, knowing that your parents are not gonna give a fuck if they just kick your ass a bit or bully you a little bit. It's not as bad as in Kenya, bro. When if you were late to school, hey, I grew up in Kakuma refugee camp. I went to a little primary school, Boomer, and then there was another one I went to. If you were late, bro, there was a guy at the gate just ready to whip your back. Bang, bang, with the little strip from a car tire until your back is bruised. They'll check for your nails to see if they're clean. You see, mine are a bit clean. I need to cut them for the next episode. And if they're not clean, there's a little bit of dirt on it, just like that. There's a little bit of dirt there. Don't know if you can see it. Bang, they'll hit your hand. Or they'll pick chalk and just pift it at you, bro. They don't care if it'll take out your eyes or anything. That's just the contact, I'm telling you. And my parents will go, "Oh, why were you late? Or why didn't you listen? Or why didn't you clean your nails? Not what, oh my God, that is brutal. How dare the teacher hits my less than, they're like a 6-year-old kid on the back or a 7-year-old. How dare you whip my 7-year-old? That's the mentality. So coming over to Australia, the teacher bullying you a little bit, and knowing that your parents are not going to complain or they're not going to give a fuck, it's more benign than what I'm saying. And so I'm not saying that I had it tough, man. The teachers at school were just so rough. I remember one time his teacher literally told one of the boys to go and get a job in McDonald's because his work rate is just not cutting it. It's not on. There was a teacher, bro. She was like ruthless with us, bro. She would just wake up one day and just roast you out of nowhere, man. Just that she used to wake up angry. I used to think, but why are you a teacher? One day the truth came out. She wanted to be a police officer. Big surprise. And she couldn't get in because of some eyesight or something. She's a very clever lady, but she was just one of those people that like ego trip. They have like a need for power sort of thing. Otherwise, they feel incomplete. So this teacher used to literally roast us and know that, like, when I say us, I mean the children of the immigrants, not the whole class. Not the whole class. I have witnessed this lady let somebody cheat, let some white boy cheat. And one day I just was like, why the fuck am I even trying? I used to come up with ways to cheat, even for the exams. Instead of doing it myself, I'll give them out to my friends. I'll come up with I'll sit in a library masterminding things, ways to cheat. Anyways, bro, I was against cheating, but I also used to engineer ways to cheat. Like, I know 100 ways to cheat at school. Like, anyway, I wasted so many time coming up with ways to cheat and to study for my friends, but I just never gave a fuck about it. I even got my friend one time to cheat at an English exam, VCE English exam, brother. I didn't do it myself, but I came up with the whole plan, and my boy went and carried through 100%. Not to snitch on him, but he's a real nigga. It's almost 10 years ago anyway, so who cares? But anyway, yeah, that's the thing. This lady would just wake up every day. One day, bro, like, we thought it was funny, man, because we were kids back then. We were watching some movie, Eddie Marvel, the Eddie Marvel story, Terranalius. If you're Aussie, you know who Eddie Marvel is and Terranalius and all of that. I don't want to get into it. But essentially, he was fighting for indigenous rights to own the land, because when the white settlers came to Australia, they declared I think Terranalius means no man's land, or like the land doesn't belong to anyone, like an empty land or something, unclaimed lands. I don't know, I have to look up the term Terranalius again, it's been a while. But that's the point, bro. We were watching the movie Eddie Marvel, and my friend was just like, he's just having a rough day. He's African. And the teacher just laid into him, bro. Like, we weren't doing a test or anything. It was just like watching a movie. It's supposed to be chill back. She just laid into him, roast the nigga, tell him you should just leave year 11 right now. Go work at McDonald's. Bro, just ripping into the guy, bro. And there would be time where teachers would unfairly do something, bro. Just because they know your parents aren't going to do shit. It's the same, bro. Like, I remember one white boy, the teacher tried to try that shit on them. The parents pulled up. Like, what's up? Had a whole meeting with the vice principal, the head of house. Everybody. His white people didn't play. They pulled up, bro. Like, what's up? We heard you trying to do a little, what's up? I looked at my friend like, damn. That's how I was expecting my parents to pull up for me, bro, whenever. It got to a point where the teachers were disrespecting me. My parents were on their side. I just went, fuck it, bro. Every day I used to be in detention, and I didn't even give a fuck. I didn't care. Detention, they'll just let you sit there and write what happened. And instead of writing what happened, I just used to, the same way I make videos now, I would just go on a tangent on other things, just writing other things, and then hand it to them. Bro, it got to a point where I hated the teachers and I hated my parents for being soft, and nobody was standing up for me. Anyway, especially that teacher I told you failed to be a cop, and she was still like a cop in her mind. But you're a teacher, bro. You're supposed to be chill. Um, how the law enforcement mistreats children of immigrants is another interesting thing. But I will not be Petey Cattle Hat Dog if I don't tell you full things. I don't really like to hold back or pander to one side or make you happy. Some days I'll lose you as a subscriber. One day I know because I will say something that you don't like. And that's fine with me, bro. I'd rather say something you don't like than try to be buddy buddy with you. No. I like to call things for what they are, see them for what they are. First of all, a lot of immigrants' kids are fucking dumb, bro. Like straight up fucking stupid. I don't know how most of my friends my age, right? I have never had a ticket, brother. I've never been to jail, never been anything. I have no criminal record, nothing. Not a smudge, brother. Why? I am not a good person, dog. I'm not a model citizen. I am not a model citizen by any means. I have, I won't say anything further, but I realized at a very young age, like when I was about 16, 15, watching how other people interacted with police, that police aren't different, bro, to you and I. Most of these people get into that position as some sort of power trip. They want to have power over people. And so I realized very young, brother, if I just stroke this guy's ego, give him what he wants, pander to him, talk to him nice, just literally understand his psychology, I could get away with anything. If I can get into the police mind, I can get away with anything. Why? Oh, fuck you, man. Why are you being racist to me? You're holding me. I have never even had an interaction like that in my life. It's not for the lack of not being involved in criminal activity. Quite the opposite. It's because I realized, bro, instead of just fighting the police, stroke their ego because you're going on your way. And most of you want to go, fuck the police. This fuck the police mentality is why I said most immigrants' kids are dumb in Australia. And that's why a lot of the police actually mistreat you, bro. I'm just going to keep it a buck with you. I'm going to be honest with you. If I did something right and the coppers came in, I'll just go along with it. You know, one day, bro, if I got arrested for something so stupid, not even arrested, just put in cuff, and we're going to the police station. And on the way, they just took the cuffs off, and we're sitting there, and we're just talking, bro, like we're mates. I'm talking to these people like they're mates, and all of a sudden, they're relaxed, and we're talking about like spirituality and all of this. By the time we got to the station, brother, there was coppers around me as if I'm some sort of a cult leader listening to me speak. We're talking about their families, when how many kids they got, their hobbies and interests. Brother, I'm not sitting there saying fuck the police. Even deep down, I fucking hate the police. But you gotta do that. You gotta save face, smile in their face. The politics, the politicking, and most kids that are immigrants don't do the politicking, bro, with the coppers. They don't do the politicking with the coppers, and so the coppers usually have had enough, bro. The moment they meet somebody like me, they think, oh, here's another nigga, ignorant ass Sudanese bro who's gonna give me a hard day because I just wanna clock in, clock out. I don't have time for somebody to hate on me. That's how the police think. I just wanna do my job. And then there's other police that they just wanna harass you, bro. True. They exist, true. True. But hey, it got to a point, bro, like I became so good and friendly with the police, right? That they literally used to let me get away with things. The police in Queensland, they're different. They're different, bro. I love the police in Queensland. I remember one time, right? I had an issue. Bro, I don't make statements. I don't do nothing. I don't go to the coppers, run to them. But this was a serious issue. Like somebody literally tried to kill me. And it was still an active issue. But because I had a mate, a friend at the police station, I went and told him, look, the local bullies are coming after me. I'm not somebody to mess with. I'm not somebody who you can just bully, bro. If you want to fight, cool. If you want to, cool. You want to bush, cool. I don't care. But I went and told the cops straight up, bro, like, these niggas They're known to be like local bullies. They bully everyone else. People just hate them. And now they're trying that shit on me. If you heard I broke somebody's leg, pressed somebody, or damn near killed somebody, I want you to understand it is not my fault. They're doing something right now. You might want to come check it out. I'm talking to my friend as a cop. I'm not calling the police. They just looked at me and laughed at me and just disregarded the whole thing. So I took matters into my own hand and I went and single-handedly beat up that bully brutally. Somebody recorded it on camera. It was like, when I say I know how to fight, I don't know how to fight. I know it was till that day my friends actually, oh, this can't know how to fight, bro. It was in a video. The guy tried to punch me. I'm waiting for him to throw the first punch, and as soon as he punched, I take a step back, right? Bang, 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 leg kick, drop to the ground. This guy couldn't walk for a while. It was all on camera. The coppers loved it. They shared it around the station. They'll come to me and say, bro, that was a beautiful, great, like, bro, I saw the fight, man. We saw the fight. And I'll be like, what fight? What are you talking about? Come on, man. You know what I'm, no, I don't know what you, it's on video. I don't know that looked like some other, that looked like a cousin of mine. How do you know it was me? Yeah. And the coppers, we made it like a little joking thing. The coppers used to actually come and hang around with me. Because, bro, I think they secretly wanted to beat up this local bully. They just didn't have a reason to. And here comes some nigga out of town. Da, 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 da. Me, who doesn't give a fuck. And this guy is being loud, and I told them to shut the fuck up because no one else would do it. And that's how the whole thing started. The bullies like, who the fuck is this nigga telling people to shut the fuck up? There were women and children, bro, and these guys are being drunk and belligerent, and no one is telling them off. The old ladies are trying, and they won't listen to them. So I just walked up and said, bro, you boys shut the fuck up. There's children here. There's swearing. There's tourists here out of the country. You're making us look bad, bro. This is Australia, cuz. We're straight. It's beautiful down here. Either act or get the fuck out. As soon as I said that, these niggas wanted to kill me. I told the coppers they laughed, bro, because they wanted to do something. You see, police are they're just normal cunts, bro. Normal members of society who clock in, clock out. They put on that badge. Once they take it off, they're just your mate that you could see down the street and say hi to and get going about your day. I even studied one time with the lady who wanted to change her profession as a cop, you know, because she realized even though she was nice, just because she had a badge on, people just assumed she was an asshole. But anyway, that's how like the police, the law enforcement mistreat children of immigrants. It's the same thing with the school. They like they know your parents are illiterate. You know, there was one time, right? The guy here that you're looking at, I'm a chameleon. If I go into the underworld, onto the street, I conduct myself so right, so perfectly, and I know I will learn off somebody who's more experienced than me, a veteran, an OG, if you would. And I'll chill with like an OG and learn everything. So I chill with an OG, but this OG had like serious charges, brother. They probably thought like this OG was telling me things to do, was giving me jobs and tasks and stuff. But OG was being investigated by like on some fat shit. They started investigating me too. But because they investigated my friends in the past, like I used to be one of them, naive civilians. Like, why would the undercover police follow you? Huh? Do you think you're special? Who are you? Come on, man. You gang stalk. You think you're being gang stalk. The naive people that think the government can't do wrong or the police can't do wrong or they don't or the police don't have Machiavellian tactics. These little naive, model citizen, the worker bees that go on about their day. I love those people to death, by the way. They're the only people I never steal from. The hardworking, naive, dumb cunt who just clock in, clock out, thinks the whole world is sunshine and rainbow, and daddy government never does anything wrong. Those people, I leave them alone. I would never do press you, steal from you, rob from you, invade your house. What for, bro? You're so happy with like living simply. I should just let you be living simply. More power to you people, bro. You naive. But anyway, the undercover, I started to notice something is not right. Something is not right. There would be cars where there were no cars. All of a sudden, my whole street, we all became dull bludgers. There were more cars on my street just parked up. So suddenly, my neighbors that used to, they're different neighbors. They were literally renting uh, to live next to me. And when I tell people this, boy, you just look like the crazy kind. People who'd never been or live in the underworld. You tell another person who has experienced, being followed by another couple, they go, yeah, that makes sense, bro. Bro, it got so bad. The police will follow me everywhere I go, everywhere. Bro, they will literally antagonize me. And it got, the reason I'm telling you this, bro, I was being mistreated. I couldn't go to my parents and tell them what's happening. I couldn't turn to anybody. What do you do when your own government is trying to say that you're crazy, that they're not following you, but they clearly are following you? When you go to them and say, well, what's up? I literally used to go to the police station and say, look, I noticed you guys are following me. I have no enemies. Nobody wants to kill me. I don't think anybody wants to kill me. I don't think anybody is after me. I know the police is investigating something. The way you move, somebody comes park near my house. I say, brother, I live in that house. Where do you live? Just drives off. And it will just happen every day. And they'll wait for me to go to my house. And when they see me walk, they'll literally drive close to me and park. Brother, this wasn't one or two cars or three. It was like, bro, more like 20. Was like a whole assignment of copies, bro, just assigned. My neighbor started doing weird shit. Guy mows the same fucking lawn 3 days. I go up to him to say hello. He runs inside. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with all of you? What's wrong? What's up with all of you? I went to the coppers and said, bro, I know there's a little investigation or whatever going on. I have no warrant. I haven't done anything. What's up? You talk to me personally. Here's my name. Here's my detail. I don't want to play this cat and mouse game where you are investigating. I know you are. What's happening? What's up? Is it something I've done in the past that's catching up with me? What is it, bro? Because I'm one of those people, bro. If I have done something wrong and society wants to punish me, I'll go along with it. So let's say I did something wrong, considered wrong, like theft, and I'm going to court. I'm not even gonna get a lawyer, bro. I'll just say, do what you need to do. Well, you need a lawyer? No, I don't care. Judge, how many years? 10, 5, 6, whatever. Give it to me. Let's go. I don't want to play this game, bro. Of I'm innocent of this. Even if I'm innocent, I wouldn't want to play that game. That's where to most people I'm like crazy. I don't really like playing games, bro. I don't want lawyers. I don't want judges. I don't want coppers. And I think that's why I never had any issues because I don't want these vultures, these leeches, to benefit of me. Most black kids that live on the street never understand that, brother. If you're gonna be a criminal, know that there's gonna be a group of people that will leech off you. The correctional officer, the cop, the guard, the judge, the lawyers. They're all eating over your ignorance. Most people wake up today, a lawyer making 5K or something, or even more than that, over your little ignorant ass. Anyways, man, that's how kids of immigrants get mistreated. I think it's lack of education. There's actually lack of education. I'm not talking down to you niggas, but I'm black like you boys. You know, some of you probably brown. All Africans and immigrants coming. All I'm not just talking to the black kids here, but I'm talking from a black experience. Can you tell? Oh, you can't. This whole time I was in blackface. I can go on, bro, about how Australia or its various departments, mistreats children of immigrants. Even on the welfare system, bro, the welfare mistreat not just the children, but like the eldest of the immigrant, like some of the grandmas that can't speak English well. Like I remember like having to translate for this lady. And I made her case, bro, so clear because she couldn't make her case clear that this was a settling. The lady in charge of settling damn near fired everybody else for mistreating this lady, bro. I walked up to her and I said, my hope in humanity has been restored, bro. I don't know this old lady. I just speak the same native language as her. I've never met her in my life. I don't know what her struggles is. But if there's people like you that helps people like that, like, bro, like, I didn't know, bro. That lady, she was attractive too, bro. Like, this was like, imagine, like, This lady's blonde, attractive as fuck, with tattoos, and she's in charge of the whole department. She's not a Karen. She's not overweight. She's not rude. So I was like, bro, I respected this lady so much that picking her up, looking at her as like some sort of a meat I could just put on my lock or some girl I've dated or bang. No, I just looked at this lady and said, fuck. I saw Mary Magdalene right in front of me, whatever the Christian thinks Mary Magdalene was. A lady who just want to help other people and then would even go to the point of upsetting everybody that works for her and get rid of whoever. Like, there's a lot of egos, man. Like, it's fine. It's just you have to have an ego in order to exist. If you don't have an ego, you're a corpse. So I'm not saying some of these people who are rude to this lady, they're doing something wrong. I can't say they're doing anything wrong. They're just breathing, you know. I can't expect them to be any different anyway. That's this whole thing, bro. When I say that Australia mistreats its immigrant kids, I think it's just ignorant people against ignorant people making a really bad decision, right? Instead of making a clever one. Dumb cunts with dumb cunts, there's a really dumb outcome. Smart cunt, dumb cunt, there's a no right outcome. Smart cunt and smart cunt, you get a beautiful outcome. You get it? I don't know, bro, if you understood that. That need to be studied, what I just said. But there's so many ways I can carry on for days on how Australia mistreats children of immigrants, bro. Like, this video could go for a whole hour and I could, like, count to you of my almost 20 years of being in Australia of how much, like, various departments that I was supposed to protect you actually mistreat you, belittle you, you know. Shops sometimes, bro. They used to follow you, but I don't even like the shop thing. I kind of get because some niggas steal. I even steal myself, bro. I steal myself most days. I would even have money. I'll steal myself, so I can't really speak so much on that. Eh? Even some Aussies do steal. My white girlfriend used to steal, bro. Shout out. I hope you well, baby girl. I miss you too. But hey, if you want a part two, do a part two. I'll do a part two, but I can't keep recording. I don't want to. I really ramble, ramble, ramble. I don't really think about what I'm saying. But if you would like a part two on how Australia mistreats its immigrants, I will do a part two. But this video has to do well. If it doesn't, who cares? We had a beautiful discussion, and that is all that matters. Okay? Take care, you mad cunts.